hi. I was meant to be a rosé, but you could call me Spam. Oh no, I'm going orange. I'm just filming a quick little video this morning. I'm hoping not to have to use this, but I've filmed over an hour's worth of silent reading this week, and I was like, oh, well, how great I can get a long, bigger video together for Friday, because now I'm only doing one a week. I can focus on getting it good, you know? But I've tried to export it a lot of times. I just have to show you these birds, and the reason I'll show you the birds first. I'm not sure what spooked them. It wasn't me. They're all coming back now. We've even got a galah. I can never move again. Okay. So what kind of bird is that? This is henna, by the way. I'm doing another henna on my hair. Hello, friend. He's so close. The dog's just being friends with the chicken and scaring all of the birds. They're so beautiful. Right. So today's Thursday, and the video is due tomorrow, and it won't export, and I probably won't upload in time because my upload times are terrible. They're terrible. So the birds, I love them so much. So this is an experience I could have almost every morning, but I'm not allowed to because you can't feed wild birds every morning. But sometimes I feed them because it's a drought and nothing is flowering and there's no seeds, and they're starving. My darlings are starving. And we've only got one little chicken left. Betty. Anyway, so I hope you can hear that delicious crunching sound they're making. So I'm still going to try and get that silent reading video working in together, but I'm making this video so that I don't have to stress if I haven't got it out by tomorrow. If it doesn't come up, if I haven't got it out by tomorrow, it's fine. It's not a problem because I've got this one that can go up in its place. So we've got crimson rosellas, a galah, and these ones are currawongs, and a chimkin, and sparrows, little sparrows at the back. So, in a perfect world, my silent reading video that is currently... That was a pigeon, I heard it. In a perfect world, you'll never see this video, but my guess is that I'm not going to be able to work out what's wrong with the video or clear enough space on my computer, if that's what the issue is, which I think it is at the moment, by Friday. But if I can't get it up this Friday, next Friday. So this is henna. I added some beetroot juice and some pomegranate and cranberry tea to this one to try and make it a richer, bolder colour, because my last henna job was, it was very blonde. It was like a strawberry blonde brown colour. Oh, I might have extra freckles. That's okay. Oh, and my ears, I should go clean those, because the longer you leave it on, the more likely it is to stain. But yeah, self-care day today, so... So I'm here by myself, just me, Betty, Pippin and the birds. Betty, Pippin, the birds. That's my new band name, Betty, Pippin and the birds. But yeah, so that's my plan. This is my hair dye shirt and my painting shirt, obviously. Fit check, as if you will. Okay, I'm gonna slowly walk away. Should I? I don't know. I was just standing there. And as soon as I moved, the guys from up in the trees came down to eat at my feet. I'll take a couple of steps away so they feel more comfy. I love that sound so much. I've been up for like an hour. I've been up for like an hour or maybe... Oh, the cockatoos are here. That's so not ASMR, guys. Shh. Oh, they're not self-requested cockatoos, they're corellas. The corellas are here. I'd best, they've startled everyone, including you, no doubt. The birds, so natural. Yes. What was I saying? I'm so tired. I've been up for about an hour, maybe two, max. And I am so tired. So tired. My health is struggling. I'm fine. I mean, we don't need to talk about it this morning. Get the cockies. The corellas coming. Okay. Does that look like rosacea to you? Yes. The symptoms. So this might sound gross to a few of you, but it's not that bad. Jeez, so judgmental. I think I have chronic mold toxicity. So that's just a suggestion that my doctor has had because I have so many weird symptoms. So much chronic fatigue, like... What was that? Someone's making a ooh, that noise. Ooh. I've never heard that before. I mean, maybe it's a corella, but it sounds surprisingly like the pew-pew bird. And maybe the pew-pew bird is just up the hill there. Sorry about my facial expressions. So up that hill, in that big hill there are lyrebirds, and lyrebirds mimic. And there's a bird up there at the moment that's sounding very peculiar. I call it the pew-pew bird because one of its calls sounds like a pew-pew gun. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. But it can make literally any call. It mimics all sorts of things and it sounds normal but just a little bit off. We almost never have corellas and galahs in the morning birds, which makes me think they are hungry because they're very antisocial. Here, I mean, corellas in town are very loud and everywhere. But yes, it's cold and my fingers are starting to go a little cold because I am once again underdressed for being outside. My apologies, my apologies. I'm also attempting to do, oh, it's coming off. Attempting to do a love heart, but all of the hair has come off already. So we'll see. Yuck. But yes, my doctor is suspicious of mold toxicity. So apparently there's a certain percentage of people, I think it's about 20%, who cannot detoxify mold. And my detoxifying genes are really, really bad. And apparently fungus and mold can give all of the symptoms that I have. And detoxifying is a huge process that can take months, if not years. So, I mean, fingers crossed it is mold, but also having to deal with that is going to be tricky because mold is everywhere. Did you know? Mold, fungus spores everywhere. It's making me really paranoid. Really paranoid. But also, the house that I grew up in when I was a kid, I used to live in an enclosed veranda. And on my enclosed veranda, in a big storm when it would rain, it would gush inside. It would gush inside down my walls and ruin all my posters. And like I just kept living in that room even though it was wet. And all underneath the house was wet and there was like a natural well, what do you call those? Like where the water comes up out of the ground. Like a weir, like a well, like a... I can't remember the word, but anyway, there was water coming up out of the ground. A spring. That was a natural spring water. coming out just outside my room. So my room was very, 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 very wet, and I lived there for many, many, many years. And if I do have this DNA where I can't process the biotoxins, I have been sick since then. So yeah, and basically it triggers the immune response and gives chronic inflammation, which is definitely what I have. I'm in so much pain right now, and always. But I also have gut issues, and mental health issues, and so many things. And like a back injury that's probably worse because the inflammation never goes away, so the injury cannot heal. So anyway, we weren't going to talk about this morning. It's making me super paranoid. There is a gap between my shower wall and the house wall, and down the bottom you can see a little bit of mold, and like we clean the little bit of mold we can see, but there's so much mold you can't see the spores. For every 1 little centimeter there's like so many spores, like 600 billion or something, 600 million, and the spores have the mycotoxins, which are what the biotoxins I can't process. But some people, 80% of people, have mold exposure, and then they get sick because mold is bad for everyone, but then they recover because they've got the DNA that can process the mycotoxins that can process out the mold from within their body. We think that I don't have that. So that's where we're at with my health. Thank you for this checking in chat with the birds. How are you going, birds? I think they're hungry, so I might leave them to my breakfast and go inside to get warm, and warm up my henna because apparently it sets better if it's warmer. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you for sticking around, and I hope that we can all find a level of wellness that is higher than where we are at. I love you. Good luck. And sleep well. Good night. 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 Sleep well. Good night. Sleep well. Good night. Sleep well. How do you turn this thing off?